Hello, everybody. We are here. I am Lucas of Lucasgvariety, and I'm here with some friends as we enter our issue numero uno of our new series, TMNT Series 46. So this is a dark look on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 1940s in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, I know, you didn't see that coming. Neither did I. It just sort of happened. So I'm here with some old players and some new players, and we are going to put this crazy thing together. This is issue number 1. We are using the Open Legend rule system. It's an open source system. You can find it at openlegendrpg.com. We are going to organically learn about our characters, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael, as well as Splinter and all of the characters that you know, in a little slightly different take. Some of the origin stories will be the same. Some of the things will be twisted. Some of the things will be completely different. We're just going to see how it goes as we do kind of an episodic comic book issue by issue style of play. At least that's our attempt. So also we're going to organically learn the mechanics as we go. So bear with us as we learn combat and all those fun things together. So anyways, without further ado, that's it. We're going to start right there. We're going to have a nice smooth ride for our first night. Yeah, smooth ride. Good luck. Anyway, and I'm going to turn the opening over to a player each week, unless it's myself, to do an opening narration. This week, it'll be Donatello. And that's it. We're ready to begin.
It has been a year since the war to supposedly end all wars #2 ended. 6 months since our last operation. We've had the longest break of our lives. No training exercises for a month. No operations for 6. We've all felt like blades rusting on the shelf. Tonight, we were finally sent on a training mission, of all things, to retrieve food from the nice guy, Mr. Pagano, at Ottavia. Master Splinter had ordered ahead for us, so their food was waiting. No delivery was complete, however, if we were seen. And we got there early, and we decided to take a little break on the roof and enjoy our own pies while we could. As we're sitting there, however, we notice a van. Just shouldn't be any big deal, except it's driving erratically. And there's shapes moving behind it as if it was us. And we know we're the only operatives in this area, right? Leo? Are we the only operatives in the area?
So Leo's going to come out of the shadows with a half slice of probably margarita pizza tonight, I think. It's like, as far as I can tell, we are. I think we have a rice. And he drops his pizza and he takes off towards the van, rooftop to rooftop.
Well, that didn't take very long.
But Leo, pizza.
You could do with less.
Fine.
Don just shrugs his shoulders, puts his staff back, and just goes, "Boss said so, let's go."
Alright, guess we could use a workout. Stands up. Mikey stands up, does the wild flamboyant stretching, and then takes off right after him.
All right. Raphael?
You're not going to have all this fun without me, are you?
All right.
Which way is this thing heading? Left on our map?
Yeah, so you're there. Obviously, you can see where you guys are parked here. And then I put the van. The security van is moving out from there, and then it would be taking a left turn, and driving this direction, coming up to a stop. At that point, because the map runs out if it takes a left turn, it'll be taking a right turn, going down a side road here.
Convenient.
How convenient.
Yes, it's like, oh, well, that's the end of the world that direction, so we shall not go that way. Let me get out of my transition. There we go. I can see much better there. So it looks as though immediately it's going to be some rooftop jumping is what we're going to do. This is a good place to make some first rolls to see how well we do. Now, this game, Open Legend, there's a lot of different things we'll explain. One of the things is, even when you fail, it doesn't necessarily have to be a fail. It's on me. Sometimes between you and the player, you guys can pick different things, or you can have a success with a twist. So even if you fail a roll, you can still succeed, but there could be a consequence. It basically keeps the game interesting, keeps it colorful, keeps it from becoming stagnant. All of you out there have played enough D&D or Pathfinder to know that you can just attack and not damage for hours without getting anywhere. We don't want that to happen. So we are going to try to play Open Legend and make sure it stays juicy and good. So pizza left, whatever was left there. The ninjas, maybe they take... Michelangelo maybe has a slice in his hand. Does he still?
hanging out of his mouth. Just,
Yeah.
ah! Right, just jumping with the pizza hanging out of his mouth.
Yep. And off you go. All right, well, let's look. And I'll probably say this 100 times. Let's look back at the Open Legend. And let's see. I think it is under... I don't want to say it's either under running the game or it's under combat. But you guys all have the jump feat, right? I believe that was something. I'm not sure what the jump feat does allow you. I think it makes it easier to do said feat.
I have Great Leap.
You have Great Leap.
Yep.
Okay. But everybody got jump.
Climbing and swimming.
You guys all got jumping and swimming for me because it's just something you have to have done. Like you have to.
Climbing and swimming, right?
Or
Climbing and swimming is what I took.
climbing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Was there not a jumping?
There is, I think it's feet.
Oh, I hear my baby. My dog wants to go upstairs. 1 second, guys. Yeah, you want to go up now?
Jump.
Great leap.
Yeah, Great Leaps, I think, what is in place of jumping.
Yeah.
I think jumping, it says Great Leap, you can use your movement or agility score instead of your might score when determining how far you can jump. In addition, you gain advantage 1 per tier of action rolls to jump.
Okay.
So that would probably be here, maybe?
Where was that at? Was that under?
Well, that's a feat.
Oh. Okay, so. Yep, already starting out smooth. I should have been like, this is right where running and jumping is.
Open Legend.
I think it's
Jumping.
under combat. That doesn't make sense though.
Move actions. It's a part of an action, so yeah, it'd be under combat.
Yep. So move action. So everybody gets a major action and a move action every turn, and as many minor actions as you can do. So under move action is move your speed, or take a special movement, which is what this would be, for a long jump or for high jump. So for a long jump, you need to cover a number of feet equal to your roll. Oh, and my dog's back. That didn't take long. And you can move up to 10 feet for free as a running start before jumping. If you do, you get advantage 1 for every 10 feet by which your speed exceeds 30. So if you guys ran across this rooftop, I would say you probably at least get like 20 feet of running before you jump. I'm going to say that it's going to... Oh, boy. I can't make this like extremely hard right away, but I think you got at least a good 10 feet between the next couple rooftops, right? So your target number is going to be a 10. So let's get a jump roll going on. I think it's going to be might, unless you can tell me that. Nope, I don't use might because might is not my thing.
What's the advantage, disadvantage?
So when you click on a roll, if you guys are going to get a running start, which you guys will get an advantage 2 for this, all right? When you go to actually click on your roll, let's see, where
Which
are
would
you?
be like you would click might to do it.
Yep.
Yep.
And it'll say advantage, disadvantage dice. Like you get 2 advantage dice, so you would put a 2 in there and hit submit. And it will ask you if it's an advantage or a disadvantage. You would hit advantage, and then you would go ahead and roll.
Okay. So I'll be using my Great Leap to give me another advantage die.
And you go the amount of feet in which you roll, it says.
Sorry.
Oh, Donatello.
Still bad at it.
All right. So you said this is a might based?
Mm-hmm.
It is
Okay.
based off the strength you have built into your powerful legs and abdomen.
Okay.
Yeah, we're starting right out with some rolls. Good. That's what Lucas likes to see. All right.
That didn't work. It's okay.
What
Okay.
did you do?
I decided to tuck and roll. I'm going to take the streets. Can I roll an agility to see if I like play it off?
That's what I was gonna say. Okay, so everybody else makes it to the rooftop. Leo's like, "Let's go," and he just immediately, it's like, shh. When everybody else is like, over. Okay.
All right.
Now, normally I could say there's damage here, but I would like to. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna roll with you here. There's no damage, but the twist is, you move, but you are now on the ground on foot.
Right.
You land, tuck and roll, and you're back up again.
So with that, I don't know if this plays, but I kind of want to use my feet of street rat, which is basically move, not only move without a trace, but in urban settings.
Okay.
So basically, I want to skulk along at ground level, going dumpster to dumpster, shadow to shadow.
Moving along them, but on the street.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Just don't know how to.
So that's a feat called what now?
I'm looking.
If you got it on your sheet already written out, you can click the gray tab button so you can see it too. So you share it with the audience.
Great tab button.
Well, over there on the right side, if it's a feat, you have the name, and above it you have that grayed out bar.
Yes.
You click that, and it will post it into the actual chat roll.
That thing. Huh. That's cool.
That way you can show, like, if I'm activating this next time, you can like click that.
What is there for? Oh, that's very convenient. I will also not write curse words in there.
Yes, please. I would like to put your chat in Discord where it belongs there, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
for our first run, Leo goes, "Let's go, guys!" Whee! And you guys all jump across the rooftop. But you know what? This is the thing that happens. And you start bouncing dumpster to dumpster. Maybe there's a sign, like our flagpole that comes straight up from the building, and you do it, and you grab it, and you just swing up.
Pretty much.
Don't know my terminology. I can't hear you, Michelangelo. Please tell me you're singing, though.
When when Mikey sees Leo fall, he's gonna fall back a few feet and just scream, "Getting old, Leo!" And then just take off running.
Of course not. I meant to do that. No. Leo doesn't flinch. He just rolls and keeps going.
Yep. Struggle buses through it.
All right. Do I need to roll, or are we just going to go with it?
Where's Michelangelo? There you are. It's just to help you out in this, right? Gain advantage 1 on rolls so on your next roll. So you're coming down. There's a few people on the street. It makes sense as you're going across. So this is where so it's how to navigate urban areas quickly, make yourself unseen. Yeah, I like because you went from next rooftop. You got another rooftop coming up here, and maybe we can show everybody here what's going on exactly. Oop.
Highly trained combat engineers defeated by a rooftop.
Not a door.
We're not rogues.
Let me. Gotta go my GM later. This audience can see some extra things. Nope, I don't want everything selected. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What?
Oh, we see something we're not supposed to.
If you're watching on the Twitch, then yes, you may.
Oops.
Am I supposed to watch Twitch? What's Twitch?
No.
I'm watching.
Religiously.
I'll just go ahead and put them out there. Why wait for the surprise, huh? There we go. They're just icons, guys. They don't mean anything.
They're definitely not bad guys.
Just because they bad guy does not mean they bad guy. All right. So there's another building to clear. You see these shadows, much like you, leaping and going along dumpsters and parkouring.
Well, 3 of us are leaping.
Yes. But some
The
are...
old man fell off the roof.
All right. We're not in initiative order yet, so everybody can say what they're doing. The three that are upstairs, so to speak, continue their rooftop jumping.
Right.
I mean, if so, the next jump is at least 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You can hit there. You can get at least another good 20 feet of extra run on top of your speed. So you got like 50 feet to run, which gives you advantage 2. Leonardo, who's on the street trying to keep up, you can definitely use your street rat. I would say to give you advantage 1 on your rolls, which would probably also be agility to keep moving, or at least keep up or keep ahead. But you're not jumping now. Holy cow, Raphael. So that gives us a moment we can stop right there. This game has something called exploding dice. Anytime a die hits its max, it rolls again. And if it hits its max again, it rolls again, and it adds everything together. If I can read
So
this,
I jumped over the building onto the
you jumped
truck then.
like
That is all the D20.
Yeah, it is. You would have maxed the D20. You would have rolled a 20, then you would have re-rolled another 20, and then I think you would have rolled then you rolled a 13, and then you rolled a 1 and a 4. Am I right there?
Yeah.
I'm going to put Raphael. Raphael, so what's it look like? Oh, actually, let's get everybody else's rolls first, and then we'll kind of narrate this together.
Oh, boy.
Now, can we still use agility if we're not Mike characters?
If you have Great Leap, that's what Great Leap does. Unless you can come up with another way you're using agility, but Jump itself says it uses might, but I have Great Leap, which says you can use your movement or agility score. Because the movement is that extraordinary thing that you
Now,
fly.
is there something that... Now, you got the environment here. You got these rooftops. You got billboards that stand out from them. You got certain pipes. You got other small buildings on top of these buildings, like where they come up the stairs. You have your own brothers as well. I mean, can someone like give you a boost and then you flip nimbly through the air and then they jump behind you? Like, I mean, if you can think of a way that you think you'd use agility to clear the rooftop, I'm all for it. If not, though, you could always go down to the ground where Leo is, or you can just try your best and we'll see what happens.
That's a great idea. Donatello pulls his staff loose and goes, Mikey, leapfrog, and he stabs down and he waits for him.
Yeah, cowabunga, dude! Just Mikey takes off immediately.
So basically what I was hoping was Mikey's going to try to jump off of my back as I'm pole vaulting basically to the next roof. So he'll go farther.
Okay. Now,
And if we all die from fall damage,
Yeah, we'll take it together.
I think the assist.
Mikey's gonna jump on your shell like he does a skateboard and just go with it. Just be like, let's do this.
I think there is something called an assist. A minor action. I wanted to find it
assist
here.
an ally.
Yep.
Use a major action, assist an ally with an action roll.
Yep. So you can still move. You wouldn't get a major action, which doesn't really matter because you're just moving, right?
Yep. The ally automatically gets advantage 1. So basically, Mikey gets an advantage 3 on this roll, and I just get advantage 2 like normal.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. And then Leo, I think, can also make an agility roll just to see how savvy he is on the ground using his street rat. So he gets advantage 1 for that.
So actually, to flavor, I was actually planning to, since I decided to take the low road, across the street. So
Wait,
part
why
of
did
the-
it only give me 1? Okay.
Say that again, Thad. You want to what?
So I'm going to try to cross the street. I don't know if I can illustrate on the map, but we're just going to go kind of kitty corner. They're going to cross that wide street, and I'm going to try to cross the road and go north a little bit.
Try to get up on the other building.
Rooftops, but have a different vantage point.
You should be able to. You might be able to use it.
It is just that's what I'm planning to do.
I mean, you might be able to grab the token and move it and show me where you want to go. Like, well, if we get into combat, we will use the grid square as actual movement. But for now, yes. Can you grab it and move it?
Doesn't look like it.
It's a token. Why can't... Well, you know what? All right, so you want to go across like this.
Hold on a sec. Can't see where you're gesturing. Yes, like that.
Okay. Raphael went way, 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 way over. This is just abstract right now until we are... Right? Donatello did not quite make the 15, but he did manage to give Mikey the leap to clear him to the other side. And Donatello, I think, is going downstairs.
Yep, I'm landing in the middle of the street. Basically.
Is there any way that I can use my mage, like a reaction, to try to throw one of my nunchucks to Donnie and pull him up?
Oh.
Because I feel like Mikey'd be like, catch Donnie! And just like hold on to the end of the nunchuck and just try to toss it into his hand or something while he's falling.
Breaking the laws of physics is something we do often.
What's how do you roll an extra and maybe an extra?
I mean, I still have a major action.
Roll another D8, Donatello, and add it to your 10 total. Why not? Let's have fun with this. And then if you can clear 15. Oh.
Nope, you fall. You just slip.
It's on my left side, my right side. I couldn't see it.
So
Mikey had just got done polishing them. He forgot. They're kind of slippery.
He covered in pizza grease.
So tell me, I guess. Let's stick here.
Cars appear.
Makes sense. All right. So let's narrate exactly how that happened. I want to see what Leo did, and then I want to hear how Raph got this burst of crazy strength, and he just leapt. He long jumped 60 feet. 60 feet. Well, 50.
So basically, as we're spinning midair, I've spun Mikey off, basically, pole vaulting with using my forward momentum to launch him just that extra little bit to get him across. So I'm still moving forward, but I'm going at an angle downward too. So I just kind of tuck in to kind of ball up as best I can, roll, try to pole vault again, but all I do is manage to avoid the car coming at me and just land on the other side and be like, just kind of rolling, hopefully trying to get to the trash cans or whatever on the side of the street to vanish for a second as I just keep moving forward as best I can.
Yeah, I think for just a moment, like the twist besides going down is that you do land and the car's coming. You're not necessarily going to get hit by it, but you're, for the moment, right in its headlights. Kind of like when Raph goes over the cab in the first Turtle movie.
Yeah.
Looking like sort of a big turtle in a trench coat. You going to LaGuardia? Sorry. The cab driver nails it. He does. Anyway, so I think for a second you're in front of the car. And then Michelangelo clears it to the other side, though, from the awesome piggyback. Leo, you run to the other side.
Hmm?
I guess you really don't need much of a roll for that.
Yeah, you can roleplay it.
As you're just moving. Climbing might come into effect here. But Raphael, you guys leapt to the first building. Leo goes down. Everybody's leaping again. And then, why? How does this happen? What's this look like? I mean, aside from that, you jump a long ways. Is there anything special that we see or anything that Raphael does in order to enact this? I mean, that's a huge roll. That's a huge roll.
Yeah. I'd say he just kind of maybe steps on the other two as he's jumping across.
That's why Donnie fell.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's awesome. I love it. It is perfect.
All right. Go ahead, Raphael, since you did so well. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check? That would be based off, your perception. I'll give you I think that's just probably a straight up perception roll.
Let me open that.
Yep.
Yeah, perception.
Yep, no special dices or anything like that. Oh man.
Not good.
Nope. Well, it's not bad. You just don't quite make the target of what I was looking to tell you here. You see this last figure on the roof that's in front of you over here, and you just start to get a good look at it. You see basically the foot. Like you try to get a good look at the person, and they've jumped across over here to the other building. The only thing you really saw was this black, not necessarily a boot, but like cloth wrapped foot. Like, okay, that's interesting. And they leap, and you're just like, that's an amazing jump. Maybe not as amazing as yourself, of course, but you see it from that.
I take off running to go across that way too.
To go directly across. Okay.
Yeah.
Michelangelo. You know what? Just because inevitably combat probably will start. Actually, I don't want to do initiative yet. We're going to do initiative in a minute here. What's Michelangelo going to do?
Raph, dude, where you go? Nah, never mind. And he's gonna go. He's gonna jump across. He's gonna go. He's gonna try to cut this corner and catch up with the van.
Oh. Okay.
Like back up and do that. And so, I'm going to. I'm gonna get that long jump feat. So this is just a might score, and is it we get what was it again? A 1 advantage?
Let's see. If we're actually looking at the real measurements here, every 10 feet over your speed that you can get running, gives you. I think if I read it right, gives you advantage 1. So I'll give you, since it's a little bit longer building, I'll give you an advantage 3.
Hoo-hoo.
On this, cause, but is it under combat? It must be running the game. There's my list of the challenge ratings, kind of the average. Here's what you should base stuff off. Let me just take a look here. That's wealth score. Who cares about that?
Well, I mean, if it's just a jump, it's just you move up to 10. 10 is free, and you get advantage 1 for every 10 you exceed. For the long jump, you cover a feat equal to your roll, or for a high jump, you jump up divided by 2 that much.
Okay. I'm trying to see where. Oh, must be under actions and attributes. There we go. Attribute score, average challenge rating. There we go. Oh, Mikey. Okay, you did it already.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't.
I had a 4. I had a 4 explode.
Alrighty, so there's a. You didn't quite make it. Well, it's a 20. It's not bad. You still hit the edge, and you cling on. But you've. So, oops. I'm trying to move the pawns on the Twitch screen. All right. So you jump across like this, right? That's what you're going to do. Okay. So before I go any further, I'm going to give everybody turn by turn. Raphael, you're trying to leap across, right? The truck would have got to move down. Character would have gone here. Would have been one here. The one jumped across here. Let me just give these guys a little bit of movement as the chase continues. Leo's way back there. So Raph is jumping across. Donatello and Leo.
Okay. Donatello needs to get it back up on the roof. So what are my options for getting him up there? How high is this building? Is there a fire escape, a window ledge?
I'm going to say this building is 30 feet high.
Okay.
There are definitely fire escapes. There are definitely ledges. There are the flagpoles that stick out horizontally. There are all kinds of things to grab onto and try to parkour off or do tricky stuff.
Yeah, and because we have climbing, you actually can scale the building without the roll.
Right.
Unless there's something special on it that's trying to knock you off, obviously. But we have a climb speed that's 30.
Okay. So Donatello's being faced by a car. I want to signal Donatello to obviously run this way towards me. and then give him the motion that I'm going to give him a leg up, and I'll see if I can flip him up onto the roof. And I'll follow up after. So I get him up on the roof.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I guess they probably should start debating the squares now.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I think a Raphael actually would have been. I should probably see how far. He was right on the edge.
4, 5, 6, 7.
I always forget how to do the measurements. Where is the little ruler?
So that would be, for me, that would be agility, because I'm using Great Leap, of course. That would put me at advantage 3. With his, no, advantage 4 with his assistance. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll 4 advantage
Right
die.
about there. Now we'll start going some accurate rolls here.
All right.
Him 1, 2, 3. Okay, give him the space he needs to run. So we'll actually move that. I swear I'll start following the rules anytime now. Okay, so if Leo's given he can move after that and climb 30 feet and be almost at the top. But
Yep.
Donnie can run. Second
I
action.
almost make it to the top.
Okay. So you run. Pretty much Leo can meet you here. You run. And you're basically up to the top almost right there.
Yep. I'm just kind of I'm like the 8 feet away going, are you coming? And then he's going to be like, "Bloop." Oh.
And then Leo's going to like climb the 30 feet, right? Because he can be like right where you are and past you a little bit maybe.
He's just like, bloop. Yeah, come on. Like,
Okay.
I'll drag you up as I go.
Alrighty. Perfect. And Raphael, are you making the running leap?
Yes.
So that should give you advantage 1. Right? Is that, so am I right? Like, if you get a running start, you get the first 10 feet free to make it across. We got like, looks like we got let's see. If we're going to do this right, then we got a 15-foot leap here.
Yep.
So he gets to make first 10 feet what? So he has to make a 5?
Make a might roll. You can move up to 10 feet for free as a running start before jumping. If you do, you get advantage 1 for every 10 feet by which your speed exceeds 30 feet.
That's
For a long jump, you cover a number of feet equal to your roll.
I don't understand the part where it says when your speed exceeds 30 feet. That's what I don't get, the writing there.
Your speed, your base speed.
Is 30.
So if you're faster than 30, you get a bonus in distance.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And okay, thank you. Because I was like, well, everybody's 30 feet. But I guess you might have some abilities or a character setup that would be faster than that. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So you get the first 10 feet without having to move.
Because basically what it's doing, instead of moving your movement, which is, max of 30, you're doing a jump action, which is 10 feet movement, then you do your jump.
Okay. All right. So
So
15 is the target.
Advantage of 1.
I would say. I want to make sure I get it right. Advantage. What do you think the advantage would be here?
Are the buildings all the same height?
Roughly.
Okay.
Enough that it doesn't matter here. Take advantage 2. I'll just go with it to keep it running. I don't want to slow it down too much. Easy peasy.
Doesn't matter.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
He is the bird turtle.
I'll put you right about there. So, Michelangelo or Raphael, after this action. Actually, Michelangelo, you've hit. You land right about here, chest high, grab on, and unlike your ninjutsu training, let's see, perception. No, I think what causes this one's on the ground down here, but the one that's up on the rooftop with you that you were trying to cut the corner with, actually stops, and it's like there's all kinds of shadows and there's all kinds of different stuff, right? So you can't see them clearly, but that one actually stops moving when you hit and make a little bit of a noise, and looks back at you for a moment. You guys just kind of make this eye contact.
Hi. And I'm gonna pull myself off and take off towards him.
So, now these guys haven't done anything threatening at this point. Plus, you have not seen what they look like, right? So I'm just curious what you guys' intentions are. Are you just overly curious? What's your thoughts as a group? Like, what's the group mentality? I would ask.
Well, there's clearly something wrong.
Why?
They're not moving like military. This isn't covert Cobra military strikes. These are oddly dressed people chasing an armored vehicle, rooftop to rooftop. What kind of a loser does that? No, it's totally suspicious. And then they're in our city. So if nothing else, we make new friends.
Okay.
That's why Donatello was like, "Hey, we're the only operatives in town. We're the only ones cleared to act here, right? We're not supposed to. There's no other teams supposed to be here. This is our turf. Let's find out who they are."
Okay. So what's Michelangelo thinking as he gets up after he says hi and goes after this guy? What's his intention?
He's going to use one of his perks.
Okay.
And he's gonna basically head towards this guy and just give him the once over, straight up and down, look him up and down, figure it out.
Once per game session, you use this ability to notice something out of the ordinary. For example, you might spot a hidden. Okay.
So yeah, Mikey's just gonna stare at this dude real hard and be like, "What the heck are you doing on the rooftops?"
So you use this after a failed perception roll, but that was actually Raph. So you did not use it afterwards. You've used it before, right? So you've not used it in response.
Oh, okay. So it's not any perception roll; it's my perception roll.
If you use this ability after failing a perception roll, DM decides if you notice the initial target or something different. But no, you haven't failed anything. So you want to know more about this guy, right?
Yeah. So I need to roll a perception check, and if I fail it, then I use observant.
I don't think you do actually. Just once per game, you can use this ability to notice something out of the ordinary. And you're asking to look at these guys who are out of the ordinary. It's just saying if you use it after failing a perception roll, I can decide if you notice the initial target of your roll or if I give you a different detail. So no, I'm going to give you the detail of what you're asking for because you didn't use it after you failed a perception roll, right? You don't have to make a perception roll, in my opinion.
Basically, you can either bank it and hope that you don't fail. Then you can ask for more info, or in this case, you're like, I just want this one thing of info. So I'm just going to activate it now.
Yeah. Okay. So, I want to know what these guys are doing. Like that would be like the once over.
So, as you turn back, as the light hits this guy and he steps out in front, you see the moonlight come off his person, as you were skipping ahead, and it looks like he's wearing these pajamas, right? All black except for purple from the waist up and around, and a tiny red print of a foot right in the middle of the forehead. I mean, you guys have fought occult. You fought Nazis. You fought occult Nazis. You fought Germans. Well, that not necessarily Nazis, but you've done some stuff in America. You've done some stuff that looks like it's either supernatural or tech. You've had all kinds of different stuff. It looks like a ninja, which is weird. You've been trained in the art in ninjutsu. You've never met another ninja necessarily. And here's one or four. And as you get closer, his hand goes up to this katana blade that's behind him and gets in. Basically, as you come near, it pulls out a katana blade. And this is a fully dressed ninja katana blade guy.
Mikey's flipping out the nunchucks and starts spinning them around and turns around and screams, "Did we miss a convention or something?"
And that's all you guys get.
Yep. It's all Mikey gives you. Did we miss a convention or something?
Everybody roll initiative. I believe that's an
How do
agility roll.
Do that. Okay, hold on a second. Initiative. I have a feat for this. Haha.
Agility is...
Where'd my feats go?
Oh man, Foot Clan. Go to town, you the man.
Where did my feet go?
And the second one is technically going to be a different character, but I'm going to have to roll again. The second time.
So where's the initiative roll?
Because
Okay,
all I've been saying are terrible puns.
So you're going to roll your agility, Raphael.
Yeah. It's underneath hit points.
Yeah, if you look, it goes normal, advantage, disadvantage, initiative, and it's black.
Nope, I was wrong. I thought it was you just rolled your agility.
Well, it is just your agility in most of our cases, but
It says initiative roll for you. Okay.
yeah, and you can. Yeah.
So Mikey, do we get everybody?
I got me, Raph, Michelangelo. I don't see Leo's.
Yeah,
Leo's
actually, I was
23.
trying to ask about that.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
I rolled my initiative, and it says, make sure you selected your token to have it automatically added to the turn order.
Yep. You
Don't know how to add a token.
I know, because I'm not sure how you guys can't, for some reason, can't use the tokens. And I'm not sure why. I'll have to figure out how to assign them. But you would click on your token and then hit the initiative, and then it will make a whole initiative turn order on the screen. I am just writing it down right now, like old school. So
Weird. I do not see any of his rolls.
You can't see his underneath my Foot Clan, my first one. After it's yours, then the
Yeah.
Foot Clan, and then Thad's.
No, I can't see any. I can't see his rolls either. I see Donatello, Foot Clan.
You might
Mikey,
have it under
Foot Clan.
GM only.
Yeah, it says GM only. I don't know how to change that.
Yeah, there should be a thing right next to it that says general,
Next to what?
or where it says up at the top left, it should say it's GM or public. You click
Top
public
left of what screen?
of your
So-
character sheet.
Ah,
And you-
gotcha. Public.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
That's what that button does. Hilarious.
So you can make. I need you to make a private roll to me, and then you can do that. Only I can
Gotcha.
see it.
Okay. Yeah, so it's 23 was my roll.
So Donatello is 20. Adam is 20. So Raph is 21. Then Don. Mikey, I'm sorry, man.
The natural one. Come on, he's the goofy, clumsy one.
That's true.
This shouldn't be surprising.
You hear him speaking a strange language, and if you think that you might know a smattering of Japanese, you could roll the learning feat, or learning skill to see if you
One or
understand.
just Mikey?
Or he's just Mikey.
I mean, if it was modern day Mikey, I would say yes because he reads comic books and stuff. But 40s Mikey, no.
Okay.
No, maybe like Captain America and some other comics, but he wouldn't have read.
All right, so the truck goes there. There. That's there. That's running. But this foot soldier comes back and engages with Mike. And he will be attacking your guard. Because I think that's it. And so if this katana flashes out. He shouts something in Japanese, which causes Raphael sees one head like to stop before leaping and turn to look. He hasn't seen Raphael though. Noticing Mike, and the other one's there's some harsh language in between. You may or may not know unless you know Japanese. And then this one flashes out his katana. He charges at Mikey, and you got the nunchuck out. But he's got a katana blade, and he comes at you. He's mad, bro. He comes at you.
Nunchucks are out.
Yep. And my stat sheet is, of course, here, and that's the assassin's character sheet. Agility. Dagger. He's not lethal flank. He's not surprising you, so it's just regular. But it is agility +1, so it rolls on 6. Let me just make sure I understand my stuff here. And it's going to face off against your guard. I think that hits.
So do I roll my guard or is it just standard?
It's like your armor class. All I have to do is hit it.
Okay, so I don't roll. Okay, it's resisting a bane. Okay,
Yep.
that makes more sense.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So, yikes.
27
27 minus 14 is how many hit points you take. So it's 13 hit points, I think.
So, what is my hit points? My current or my max?
You should be all like at your max. I'm not sure why.
It says current 10, max 24.
I'm not sure why you would be
I
at
think
10.
the default was at 10. I had
Oh.
to change mine over too.
Everybody would be starting at their max.
Okay.
Yikes. Ooh. Where's those banes? Because I think he just threw a bane out on you.
Yeah, he definitely got 10 over.
13.
Can you search them by agility? Or by... Is it just power level?
There we go.
You can do both. Well, it's just a
Yeah.
katana. I mean, he's got certain ones that's natural too, but
Immobile. Alright. Looks good. So Michelangelo, he comes down and you're not expecting this guy. He's like, now you said ninja and you thought ninja, but maybe you didn't take it seriously until he was on you, slashing you with a sword, and you're just getting cut on your arms and legs or whatever. And and then he slashes, like you turn, he slashes back across near your Achilles tendon a little bit. It's not deep enough, but it's extremely painful. And as you do that, he does this kind of palm punch in the side of your head, and you're just knocked down, and you're not stunned, but you're immobile. I probably didn't describe it very well. Yeah,
So
actually,
I don't roll against this bane.
No, you have to. You can try to remove it on your turn, but your target cannot move from its current space. So you can move 15. When an affected target succeeds at a resist roll in this effect, you can move 15 feet as a free action. Okay, so yep. So he applied a bane because he did 10 or more on the damage roll. So you took the damage. He applied the immobile bane. So basically, he slashes you up and then punches you in the side of the head, and you're just like, you're knocked over, and you're just like, whoa, or whatever. And yeah, you can't move. So on your turn, you can try to remove the bane, which is pretty easy to do. Use your action to do it, and it's just a simple D20 roll, and 10 or higher, you remove the bane. It's like a saving throw. So that was the foot soldier's roll. Foot soldier's move. For that foot soldier. And these other ones are just stopping for their turn. So I'm going to go to Leo, and then it's Raph, then Don.
So can I close the distance? I assume I'm up on the roof and I can see what just happened with this attack.
Yes.
Okay.
You can, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can actually... What you can do, if you want to do anything else, you can do a double move and end your move with a charge at disadvantage 1, and you can do an attack.
Okay.
You can jump right into the action. There's 11 squares. You get 12 if you get to roll 60 feet as a double move. If you want to, yeah, you can draw your weapon on the run and just come in swinging. Like I said, you get disadvantage 1 because you're charging ahead and you're just kind of recklessly swinging at the end, or whatever your attack would be.
Donatello's with me, right?
Yes, he's still just climbing up on the edge, but I think he'll be ready to help you out.
And the across the street is that's Raphael across the street.
yeah.
But the other foot soldier is running north and hasn't noticed him.
Well, you probably can't tell. You probably can't tell that, but yes, meta, yes. But yeah.
Okay, if it's meta, then never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna run up and punch this guy in the head with my sword.
I like it.
Actually, I think instead of doing any kind of like finesse attack, I really just want to go up and shell check him.
Okay.
So
Are you still trying to do a damage attack? Because it's either two types of attacks. It's either a damage attack or you're doing a bane attack, where you're trying to inflict a bane that you can inflict.
cool question. I guess I'll just go with a damage attack since I don't have a bane prep for it.
That's okay. And you don't have to stab the guy. You can still shell check him if you want. That's fine.
Yes, I'm not trying to kill him, but I definitely want to break some limbs.
Oh, I was like, who rolled the Michelangelo? Okay, you roll on your turn, but we'll count that as your roll, Michelangelo.
Oh, I rolled that before. I accidentally clicked it when I did my thing. It's okay.
All right. We don't have to count
you
it
can
this
keep-
time.
No, you can keep it. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Actually,
I failed.
as a matter of fact, I do have a boon. I was going to do. I'll do knockdown.
Okay. That's a Bane.
It is. Yes.
I think you might. I think
Yeah.
if you're gonna charge though, you have to charge and end with a. Well, no, you can end with an attack, but it's gonna be a disadvantage 1.
Yeah. You move your twice your speed and you make one melee attack at disadvantage 1. But if you get that over 10, then you can activate that.
Okay. Oh, so I have to make my attack by greater than 10. So I attempt the attack.
Mm-hmm.
If I make it, I injure him. If I make it by greater than 10, I activate my Bane or Boon.
Your Bane. Yep. A boon is something that you activate upon yourself or your ally.
Right. Okay.
Well, for this one, it says, in terms of damage, a target may instead choose to inflict a bane. In order to inflict the bane, you must possess the attribute.
Yeah, so you can either damage them or you can bane them. The only time you get to do both is if you do 10 over.
And this is by choice. This is the by choice
Yeah.
one. You get a free one if you do the over 10 or whatever thing.
Okay. I'm just going to go up and hit him with a sword.
All right.
that's-
And then just see what you get.
I think that's a
See what I
solid thing.
Okay.
Which you can use. I think with that blade, you can use either might or agility, whatever is your best.
Right. So I was going to use might, which means I'm actually going to use my fortitude.
Ah,
Use my.
because you got some feet, don't you?
So it'll be a 5.
So you would have disadvantage 1. So make sure you put 1 dice in there with disadvantage 1, and then roll your fortitude. I still feel like even if you're hitting with a sword, you're still kind of shell checking with maybe your sword in front. I don't know. You can describe how it is after you make the roll.
Okay. So he's getting. So I have 5 because of my 4, but I'm losing 1, so I'm putting in 4 advantage dice.
No, you click fortitude.
Yep.
You just put 1 die,
1 die.
hit submit,
Okay.
and then click the top down and put disadvantage, and then
Okay.
submit. It'll do the rest for you. Holy crap. Not good. But your D20 rolled a 2.
Yep, that sucks.
See, this is why we need more training missions, guys.
Just kind of slide up to him and going,
Oh man.
hello.
So the ninja just palms Michelangelo and he goes down, and then Leo's suddenly in his face, and his katana goes at the ninja, and this ninja blocks you with his katana, and you're like this far away, inch to inch, looking at this hooded face, and these eyes, these human eyes behind there in the darkness, and you guys are just toe to toe, katana to katana, and just stare at each other for a moment. Crazy. And then Donatello's going.
So Don is going to finish the,
I think you need like 5 feet to get up there.
yeah, basically, because it was like at a fraction.
Mhm.
So 5 feet, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move his full 30, which is about between the 2 stacks at the end there on the edge.
Mhm.
I never remember how to ping in this stupid thing.
Hold, I think, shift and then click, or just click, or hold the left click.
There it is. That's where he's going to end up. My square counting is correct.
I believe you. I fixed something on the overlay real quick, so I was not looking. Apparently, Raph and Leo decided to switch places for some weird reason in the Zoom call. I do not know why. All right, let me go back to the Roll20 screen. Thank you. So what do you? I'm sorry. What did you do? Where did you moving?
He is moving. Let me change my color. He's going to end up moving there at 30, or in this line, and he's going to reach into his pouch and toss a little bottle towards Mikey to invoke his first aid, which is basically he's throwing a little smelling salts his way.
Okay. What does that do if you make this roll?
If it succeeds, he heals 1d4.
Okay.
So,
But I'd still be stunned, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You can still
Does it
technically attack from that square. You just can't move any further. So you can turn around and flail at this foot soldier. I'm sorry, this ninja, and you don't know he's a foot soldier.
So is this,
Spoilers.
does this any disadvantage or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't want to go too deep into it right now as we're still learning. So no, just make the roll to see if it's successful. I guess, did I have to give you a target number?
No, because it's invoking. It's using the appropriate as by the determined power level. Some boons only possess a single power level. Blah blah blah. It's a power level 1, so I had to get a challenge rating of 12
Oh,
to pass it without a twist or failure.
so I would say the success with a twist, or is it just failure?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that the twist is it gets into Mikey's vicinity, but he's gonna have to use an extra action in order to use it. He's gonna have to use his major action instead of attacking. If he wants to get healed, he's gonna have to use his action in order to take the smelling salts himself.
Okay.
But Mike can also choose to attack instead, or whatever he wants to do in his turn. So, actually, I think he decided to make his roll to try to get
that was
bane.
whenever he was thought she had to roll against it, like when you attack.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I said that's right.
Yeah.
We can redo it. So
I mean, you don't have to. I rolled. It's fair.
no, it's fine. Now I'm usually a pretty harsh GM, but today I am kind. Yes, I don't know what I'm talking about. Donatello went, and now it's going to be Raphael.
It's Ralph, right?
Yep. For now, yes.
All right. How far up can I move? Like here? Or can I make it to him?
You can, if you want to double move, and end with an attack with a disadvantage 1, then you can definitely do so.
I'll do that.
And I don't think this guy sees you coming. Let me go back to the right layer here. So I'm going to give you another advantage. I'm going to give you advantage 1 on the sneak attack.
So that would basically just be evening out.
That would just even them out, yes. So
Okay.
Raph just charges ahead. The foot soldier has stopped. Sorry, the ninja has stopped and looked across the way where the clanging of swords is happening. And he just like, does this just about the moment when Raph is reaching him? And I'm not sure what Raphael does, but go ahead, I guess, make an attack roll.
So no advantage, disadvantage dice.
Nope. I'm assuming going with your might? Yes, you are.
Yep.
Yes. And you have succeeded,
Bam.
sir, by 10 plus. So not only have you done 16 damage to this foot soldier, you would also invoke a bane. However, this foot soldier does not have that many hit points. So you can describe how, and just in case there's confusion if they're robots or not, this one is definitely very human. So as he does not see you coming to the last moment, go ahead and describe how you end this ninja.
So I just run up and drop kick him, and he goes flying off the roof here.
Cue Wilhelm screen. Right. I can never do it. I always try it. I'm like, nope.
Can't do it.
Yeah, you ain't killed. It's what's that for Major Pain? It's been 2 weeks since I killed me a man, and already I was starting to get the itch. Wow. So Raphael, out of nowhere, just drop kick him, and he just like.
True to nature, true to story.
Yep. He actually banks off the other wall, just the moment before he hits the. I'm just like.
I was hoping I could kick him into the other guy across the roof. Just goes flying across and hits that other guy.
If you had some kind of. I think you might have to. I think if it was a little bit more of a phenomenal roll, like that's a really good epic roll. But I would say like 30 plus, maybe something like that. But I think for now, that's good. Wait, that was Leo. Oh, I did them out of order. It was supposed to be Raph and then Don. I'm sorry. But still doesn't matter because they weren't together. So, Mikey.
I'm going to try to resist the stun. Is that toughness, guard, resolve?
I think it's going to be toughness, but we can go take a look.
That was another thing, is I wasn't sure I rolled the right thing.
I did a mobile. There's different ones. I did agility versus your guard. No, that's when you want to invoke it. Attack attributes, duration. No, you just roll. No, you just roll it. It rolls a straight D20 for you. All you have to do is hit 10 or more.
So what rolls a straight D20 for me?
I think if you roll, do you have something on your character sheet that is? Let's take a look here.
Because it says click to resist a bane.
Initiative, normal, advantage, disadvantage. Oh, resist bane. Just do it. Just do normal. I think. It should roll a regular D20 for you, I believe.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. You do not resist it. You are hurt bad.
Is that my major action to try to resist the bane, or?
That's a good question. Banes and boons.
It is a move action.
It's a move action.
Okay, thank you. Then you can use your main action to grab the smelling salts if you want to. Or you can attack.
If I move, he'll get an attack of opportunity, which I cannot take.
Well, you can't move anyway because you're still immobile.
Yeah. So I'm going to actually take the defense action.
Okay.
And I have the feat defensive reflexes.
Okay. Tell us more.
So you gain advantage. Defensive reflexes.
Tell me defend action. You gain advantage 1 on the action. I can't read more of that. Okay.
Not sure.
What's it called again?
It's called defensive reflexes 1.
Yeah, the defend says you may use a defend action after an enemy has rolled a successful attack against you or an ally in order to ward the attack against them.
Oh, okay. Defensive reflexes, you said?
Yes.
As you're a paragon of defensive fighting. Wait. Defensive reflexes 1. I'm reading something else here. Anytime you defend an action, you gain advantage 1. What you have copied there looks different than what I see.
Okay, maybe I have the wrong thing.
No. I'm sorry. You just have the effect put in there. Okay, anytime you use the defend action, you gain advantage 1. Okay, that's something if you're defending against someone else's attack with like an interrupt action, right? But no one's been hit. No one's been hit yet but you. So I don't think you would use that right now.
Okay, see, I was thinking it was more of the monk thing where you go into defensive stance and when they attacked, okay, so that's where I got confused.
No, but it's still good though. That's gonna be like if Leo gets hurt in the next round, and you're like, no, I want to interrupt this action. I want to defend and deflect it upon me, and then you'll roll an action and you'll get an advantage of 1 on top of that. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't. That was my move action. I can't use an action to resist.
No, you can. You can attack, or you can take the smelling salts that Donnie threw your way.
I'll take the smelling salts he threw my way.
All right,
Roll a d4, and that's how many hit points you get back.
And then we're gonna jump up to the top of the round with them foot soldiers, though.
What? 1d4. How did that boon get? No. Okay, I don't know why that did that.
Yeah, you just
type in like /roll. Oh,
yeah, we're gonna do that.
All right. There you go.
Sorry, I was trying to do the heal boon that I had typed in so I could just click it, but it was doing something really stupid.
All right. Boom. That. And then climb speed half, double move. So this foot soldier over here is going to double move with climb speed and climb right to the top. Pull his katana and look at you menacingly for the rest of his turn. This foot soldier with Raphael makes his jumps across, and comes to attack Raphael. Raphael's like, brings it, yo. So with his katana blade out, the first agility roll was the jump. This is the attack against Raphael. Raphael, do I hit your guard of do I meet your guard of 13?
Second. Oop. Where did my sheet go?
Art at 17.
Yep, 17.
All right. So the foot soldier stops. He sees his buddy, the ninja, sees his buddy fall off. He draws his katana blade, leaps back over, and comes down. I don't know if you had your size drawn or not, or you sidestep as he clangs uselessly on the ground, then jumps back up on guard. So, Raphael, make me a perception check.
Perception check. Any advantage or disadvantage?
Nope. I'd probably say disadvantage 1, but it's fine. Oh, nice. Target was 20. All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and get that out there right now. For all those that were watching Twitch. Bam.
You sneaky.
So there's this. You see out of the corner of your eye, as you sidestep the blow, you look over. Coming out of the shadows your direction is another one of these ninjas, but instead of the purple on top, it's red.
Okay.
And he has no weapon at all. But you do notice that unlike the human eyes that you're staring at across from you, this red soldier, this red ninja, his eyes actually glow red. Which is definitely not a human characteristic. Just saying. It's pretty obvious, and I just want to put that there. And then so the foot soldier comes and attacks and misses, and then the other foot soldier, dang it, ninja, Mike goes ahead to attack Leo against Leo's guard with a 20. What's Leo's guard? 17. So 3 damage to Leonardo. Now, this is where I believe Mikey could jump in with a defend action.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need to.
Was that Mikey will die if that happens?
I would recommend not doing that.
I don't think...
Mikey will die if that happens. Mikey says no.
We were just talking about that as a move. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, well, that's good for future reference, but I need to be tankier,
Okay.
and
I just want to make sure.
I want to figure out how they have guards of like 17 and stuff, because we need to talk.
Yes, we can talk, and we can always rearrange stats. I'm always good about like, you know what? I didn't know this was going to happen, Lucas. Can I switch these numbers around? I'm like, yeah, let's reconfigure, right? We're good like that. But Leo, you take 3 damage.
Okay, no problem.
He pushes Mike aside. He gets past your guard, because I think maybe you have one katana drawn. He pushes it aside, and he face palms you in the chin, and then comes around and slashes your shoulder with his katana. And my ninjas are done. Leo, it is actually your turn now, sir.
Okay, so it's just the one soldier here, right?
Yeah, there's another one that's going to be closing in probably next turn.
Okay. So the guy, since he slashed me, I just look at him.
Okay.
And I just want to crush this man.
Okay. What does that
Are you
mean?
sure you're not Raph?
Yeah. No. This is unkind. He has hurt one of my brothers, and he has been rude.
Very.
Rude.
Hasn't even introduced himself yet.
He
At
hasn't
least take me out to dinner first. Gosh.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use. Terrible. Okay, so I'm going to take my. Sorry, could you set the scene for me again? So he just slashed me. We're sitting on top of the rooftop.
Mikey's laying on the ground next to you.
Ground.
Donnie's running up from behind.
Okay. So he just All right, so I want to reach out and grab onto the blade of his katana. That's more of agility. I'm just going to slash at him with pull both swords out and hit him with 2 at once. I assume that's permissible.
Yes. Is it? Let me look at the equipment listing for it, and I'll tell you what that does. Because I think you get an advantage if you're using 2 of the same type of weapon that's
I
one-handed.
think there's also a disadvantage for doing multiple attacks.
No, katana is a versatile melee weapon.
Okay.
Versatile melee weapon we wield either one-handed or two-handed. You can freely switch between the modes and has all the benefits of whichever you're using. So
Well,
if you're putting 2 in one hand, like 1 in each hand, that's one-handed melee weapons. When wielding a one-handed weapon in each hand, if neither has the defensive property, which it doesn't, you gain advantage 1 to all your melee attacks. It's still pretending like, basically it's like you're using 2 to get one of them to go through.
Right.
So it's still one
Instead of trying
attack,
to hit
though.
them with 2.
It's because there is multi-attack, but this is still technically one attack, but with an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Is what you're saying, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
It's not a defensive weapon. This is a straight up just Ginzu maneuver.
Well, there's the thing where you can do multiple attacks as well, but every time you do another attack, it gives you a major disadvantage to the roll. So let's just stick with one attack, but with the advantage 1.
Okay.
And go ahead with, I'm assuming, are you doing, what stat roll are you using?
Fortitude.
Fortitude for your might.
Yep. So it's
Okay.
be a forceful attack as opposed to a precise, I guess. Which is what I'm going for.
You're going against his guard, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So do I roll twice?
No, just roll once with an advantage of 1.
Okay.
I think is what
Yeah.
Dantel's getting at there.
Indeed, Sage Vice.
So yeah.
And then I have neither advantage or
Advantage 1. 1 advantage. Because you're using 2 of the same weapon there.
so just walk me through this. So I click Fortitude. It says advantage/disadvantage dice. I put 1 in,
Yep.
Correct. And then you'll pick
and then
advantage or no advantage. The top of the 2 drop downs.
Yep. Okay. So I thought.
There you go.
Ta-da.
We're getting it.
Cool.
See, we are limping through it together. That's what we
All right,
do.
27.
Oh, what 27?
That looks like a Bane. And
Now,
okay.
normally you would put a Bane on there, but this is well over this guy's HP. So you can describe to me how you defeat this ninja. Have fun with it.
So he comes up, he takes his slash out of my arm, and I look at him. Excuse me, friends, you're being rude. And then just whack. That's it.
Just one simple slice, and he down.
Yep.
Down goes Frazier.
Mm.
All right. Bueno, Leonardo. Muy bueno. Raphael. You're face to face with one, and then one's coming from your 9 o'clock.
Okay, I have a feat. Can I use it now?
What is this feat, sir?
It is called. Oops, just a second here. Let me click on it.
The battle-
Combat momentum.
Oh. Every time you bring an enemy to 0 hit points with a might or agility attack, you can immediately move up to your normal speed as a free action. I guess that would have been last turn, but
Okay.
But you're just thinking about it now, so I'll allow it. Where would you have wanted to go? Because at the end of last turn, you didn't see the red guy, and the purple guy was still back here.
Okay. Yeah, I won't use that then. I was thinking I'd hit this guy and then move over to the
Well,
purple guy, or the red guy.
If you punch the purple guy to death, then you could definitely do that. Yes.
Okay, so I'll do that. So now I will punch this purple guy to death, or attempt to.
I shall sigh him in twain.
Like, hey, Leo just did that. See, he's like, this is how you do it, kids. Shata.
So might, any advantage or disadvantage?
So you're wearing armor, you guard. I was just looking. You have.
Using 2 or using 1?
Probably just 1 right now with one hand.
So no, normally there would not be, but depends on.
You could enter your battle trance, Raphael, which is a feat you have right there. Free action on your turn, you may enter battle trance. While in trance, you have advantage 1 on all attacks. Additionally, your toughness,
yeah, I'll do that.
Your toughness and your resolve are both increased by 3, which is probably good.
I will do that then.
Okay. If your total
So I get a advantage 1.
Yeah, if your total armor bonus is less than 3, it becomes 3. So your armor, just your armor in general. So I'm gonna put that in there because your guard just went from a 17 to a 20. You're very hard to hit now. That's a temp.
Good.
That's a temp thing. So, all right. So yeah, you would go with might. I'm assuming, and then you get 1 advantage.
Okay.
So yeah, Raphael just like sees this damage, like or these things, all this stuff happening around him. Flashbacks are happening.
Oh no.
Oh, Raphael.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah, wah.
Now there's this thing that happens when you have a failed roll. I think we're gonna try it out to show it. I have to find it. It's in the combat section. It's I believe it's in combat. Let's get down. Bane attack now. Come on. I have to it's hard. Like the layout of the website's pretty good, but
Will I succeed on a fail roll?
there is, if it's less than the challenge rating, action roll for attacks. The GM and the PC both choose 1. This is another thing we can do. And I'll put them in the website here, and we're each going to have a choice of what to do. All right, so I'm going to put them in the D20 roll screen here. You get to choose 1, and I get to choose 1. So you can choose to still deal 3 damage. You can choose to inflict 1 bane of a power level of equal to or lesser than 3, or you can move 10 feet without opportunity attacks hitting you. Like you can move the opponent 10 feet without opportunity attacks. So you're going to pick one of those to do to the ninja, and I'm going to pick one to do to you. So
I'll do the inflict 1 bane of power level.
okay. What bane are you thinking, sir?
Uh,
Do you have one in mind?
I can't find the bane list.
When you're in the website, if you go to the very bottom after all the core rules, it has banes, boons, and feats.
Yeah, mine. It's like opening up like a Twitter thing.
That's not where you want to go. Well, I'm going to choose to do the 3 damage to you.
Okay.
I'm just saying only because I just see it here. If you chose to move him 10 feet backwards, he would no longer be on the building. But
That's what I was thinking.
okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just knock him off the building.
So, I do 3 damage to you.
Yep.
Like I think he leaps into you a little bit and he stabs his katana right into your chest, like the thick part of your turtle chest right here. So it goes in enough to hurt, but then he's stuck there on you, and he's just looking at you in the moment, for a moment, like eye to eye, like this far away, and he just kind of
See ya.
and he falls back and off the side. Now he may still catch the building or come back up, but he does fall backwards off and scrambles. Okay. And Raphael, you did not hurt him, but you can still move up to your feet if you want. So you can move towards that guy. You can move towards the red guy. You can move away. You still have a move action if you wish.
I will move towards the red guy.
Right up to him?
Yeah.
All right. We will figure out how to make these tokens work in your guys' favor, guys. I have to obviously do a little work between now and 2 weeks from now when we come back. Donatello. You're muted, sir, I believe.
Oh yeah, I am.
Yep.
I'm
Hey.
going to move to the other side of Mikey and do my first aid again.
Okay. Roll that beautiful
Please and
bean
thank
footage
you.
for me. Now that is a success.
So I get 9.
You won.
You rolled a
what's the-
38.
What's the 9 beside it mean?
That would be if I had different levels of power level on this.
Mhm.
That what it would be the equivalent roll of because I'm invoking a boon, but I only have level 1 of this boon.
Oh my goodness.
Ah,
I really want to say, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to let you max that out to a 4.
Okay, well, 1 second then. That's a different page.
No, I mean, max it out to healing healing 4.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I gotta go find it. 1 second.
Not power level 4, just 4 hit points.
As in, I get 4
Oh,
healing
okay.
points back, not just 1.
I was going to say, because if you say that, I get to do 1d10. I'm going
know.
to start doing that all the time.
So what do you do this time as you kneel next or go up to Mikey?
I think he's literally just kind of stepping over him, not even helping him up, and just putting a band-aid on top of his head.
Help me, brother!
And it's like he's like pulling out of like a random pouch that he's got for some reason always on him. He's like, "Yep, all right, now you get up." And he's
maybe it's one of those. Michelangelo's not stupid by any means, but maybe it's one of those just conditioned to things or something where he's like, "Oh, it's all better." It's like he kissed his boo boo, right?
I just think there's morphine soaked into the Band-Aid.
Exactly. And you're like, "I'm good to go."
Yep, just
Well,
like soaked into that little pad forehead, direct contact. You're great.
Nice.
it is the 40s, so
It could be cocaine. It could be morphine.
it could be all of those. It
It could be a cocktail.
Good. It's just
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Combat effective. That's what it is.
This is all right. So you approach the red captain soldier, and he's just like, and just throws both fists right into your face. You still have a katana blade sticking out of your chest. Maybe you pulled it out on the run over to him, Raphael. I don't know. But he comes at you with 3 attacks.
Okay.
Now, this is written on the character sheet. That's the disadvantage 5, so that's a lot of disadvantage. So, let me see what the agility is. It's 5.
Wait, he's got the disadvantage of 5?
Yeah, not you, because I'm just trying to hit a target number.
Okay.
So, I pull out my character sheet. The agility, what did I say it was 5. Okay, so I'm going to change. I'm using one character sheet and bouncing stats back and forth with these different characters. So, I would click on agility. I would do number of advantage or disadvantage dice would be 5. I will click disadvantage, and I think I have to do that 3 times because I'm doing
Separate times.
Yep, because I'm doing 3 attacks. So we'll just see what happens. Hey, you're at 20 right now, right?
Yeah.
So basically, if you do minimal of 3 damage, as long as you hit the target number. So you do 4 or more, but you beat it by, you do that. But if you do 3 or less, you beat the number by, you still do a minimal of 3 damage. So, Raphael, you take 3 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Misses you on the second attack. And way misses you on the last attack. So he just comes in with a solid... Did you take the sword out of your chest, or is the katana still in your chest?
I probably took it out and threw it
Okay.
as I was walking over to this guy.
His hand, as he punches forward, he actually does this, and like the flat of his hand goes right into that wound, and it just cracks your shell a little bit, and it's kind of excruciating. His hand feels like he hits you with iron, and then he comes like with an ear boxing move like this, and you just manage to get out of the way, and his fist hit empty air.
I ducked my head into the shell.
Oh yeah. God, I love being a turtle. All right, yep. And then Michelangelo. If you fail your resistance of your bane 3 times in a row, something else happens.
So I just roll a plain D20 normal.
The normal resist roll. Yep, you just got to hit 10 or above, so a little bit better than 50% to just resist it. Boom. That morphine soaked Band-Aid seemed to give you the pickup you needed as you kip up to your feet and are ready to go.
Okay.
And you still
So
have a major action, which you can also use to move if you wish, or whatever you're thinking.
My major action is going to be to look at my, I'm going to take the Band-Aid off and start rubbing it on, the Achilles tendon, that, the morphine-soaked Band-Aid. I'm just going to rub it on some wounds. I'm going to try to heal myself.
Okay.
So I click this, correct? No advantage, disadvantage.
All right.
Wait, why does it say... Wait, so I'm using my presence to heal myself. My presence is...
Is it presence to heal?
I can use presence to heal.
Oh, really? All right, yeah. So
Yes.
and your presence is a 5, so you do it at a power level 5. Even though your
power level.
your roll was
So-
up to a power level 9, like Donatello's was, but you roll up to your 5th, which looks like it's a heal of 2d6.
So I roll 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
I get 8 damage. Okay, I get 8.
You move the bandit to another spot, and you are suddenly like, "Yep,
I'm good. I am back up to max. I am good. I am high as a kite, and I am.
living it and
I'm-
loving it."
Yep.
All right, that's when. Okay, so what? Mikey went there, top of the order, and we have to finish soon here. You hear the tires explode on the truck as it stops right about there. And if something was, planted or whatever, just tire explodes, and then another one, it into the building and stops. And it's the foot soldier's turn. 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, that just sounds like a dumb move. This foot soldier calls back up. Oh, he went down. He'll continue. Down. Continue. They basically go to escape. Or to continue on their quarry. He looked menacingly, then he saw the guy get cut down. All three these gigantic turtle men stand up. He's probably good thing he wore his brown ninja pants. And then he jumps off the building and takes off.
This one had the right idea.
Top of the round, Leo.
Do I see that there's a scuffle going on the other building?
Perception roll. I'll give you advantage 1 because you're wondering where the hell Raphael is at, probably.
Yeah, wasn't he over there a minute ago? Shouldn't he be already over there by now? At the speed he was jumping?
Exactly.
Ugh. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Well, barring that, I'll just see. I'll tell Donatello. Ask Donatello if he can help Mikey, and then I'm gonna ask Mikey. Are you okay?
I'm good, dude.
All right. They're getting away, and then I take off north towards the one who's on our roof.
All right.
Oh, I didn't say I wanted to run though.
All right, let me, get over there, make another perception. See where these guys actually are at.
Not the perceptive one.
You've lost them.
He's battle raged out. I can't see. He's so mad.
You get to the edge of the building, Leo, you've lost where they are. They're hiding in the night. You see, you hear where the truck was a couple blocks ahead, right?
So can I use prescience?
Okay.
And just close my eyes, take a deep breath, and just see if I can hear something. Just become aware of where these guys are.
Ninja.
Yep. You asked. You told me how it would work. Use your prescience.
No advantage dice, correct?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You're still doing the heat of the moment. You still have to stop and steer yourself. There's still a lot of noise going on. Holy!
Whoa! I think we had an explosion, friends.
Wow.
Yeah, 20 and 15? No, it's 15 and 15.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's
You
not a
rolled a 15 and your 1d4 exploded enough to give you 15.
Hey,
on these back side roads. There's not a lot of people this time of night. And after the truck rolls through, people have cleared out of the way. Some of the clanging and weird stuff, just people are gone, right? And you have this in some mind. You can't see them, but one of the guys is booking this way, if you see on the screen, and then the other one is actually booking. They're booking away from the scene. You know where Raphael is now, because
Yeah.
you start to hear the pattern of all these soldiers are all trained to run and leap the same way. So you hear the footsteps the way they reverberate are all the same. Except for the one that is over where the Raphael is actually a little bit heavier, a little more solid. But you hear to the east and to the west a soldier running away. You hear two where the armored truck are, right way up here, like two more.
Mm-hmm.
And paste. But they've blown out the tires. But they were expecting to have more people to help them get in, and it's a quickly timed mission.
Right.
And they jack the truck, and then you hear stop, and then a gun fires, and footsteps running away.
Okay.
And you know they're retreating. Mission not accomplished. But Raphael is still in the heat of battle, and we need to help him.
I'll just yell over and tell him. I think Raphael needs our help. Gesture to the other roof.
And Raphael, do you need their other help? Let's find out, because it's your turn, sir.
All right, I'm going to use my 2 size and stab this guy.
So, regular attack, advantage 1. Does that work?
Yeah, because he's using 2 one-handed weapons, unless they have the defensive. If they're considered defensive weapons, then no.
I'm thinking you were using the dagger, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say.
Dagger. No, it does not have defensive.
Okay. Attack with advantage 1.
And he's still raging, so he has advantage 2.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So advantage 2.
Mm-hmm. I knew there was another advantage in this. Oh, my gosh. You guys have some exploding dice on the first night we played this. I mean...
20 blew up on him this time.
Hey, can you guys share? Bros? Share?
All right, Raphael. Now, I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you how... Now, normally you would invoke a Bane here. But you actually defeat this guy. He was the boss character, but he did not have that many HP. He did not have... Well... Yeah, he didn't have that many. Pretty close, but you did it all in one blow. However, as you describe how you take this guy out, I want you to add in the fact that he's actually not human. This one is actually fully either cyborg or fully robot. So keep that in mind in your description. Also, it's probably going to blow your mind. But
So, yeah, I'm kind of amazed. I stab through him, and I hear that it's metal, and I just kind of shred it with both my sides there. Yeah.
Like this and pull apart.
Yeah.
You have the cool, like, cartoon electric as the chest explodes.
The sparks and stuff. Yeah.
And just like in the video game, like the whole thing falls backwards. And, goes electrical. Sets on fire and begins to melt. And that's it. I'm going to call the combat right there.
All right.
Because we're right at our time. Now, we could keep going normally, but it comes to the end of the issue. We'll do a quick wrap-up. I'll give you, since you guys will probably investigate the scene, right? I'll give you a little bit. We'll also find out next week as we continue the overline story. As I said, we're going to go issue to issue. So you're going to see like a main overall arcing theme. That's what the players have asked for. They want to know about they want to know about their origins, some other stuff. We'll have a little bit of role play maybe with Master Splinter next time. Kind of figure out a little bit more about who these characters are. But we'll also find a little bit more about this story. Like I said, there's overarching with like a villain of the week theme is we're going to try to go, which is always good to keep me on my toes. I'm like, holy crap, who's it going to be this time? So you guys will find out that what this tech truck here is. WRT is written on the side, stands for World Revolutions Technologies. It's a scientific industrial company, producing mass advances in science, or so to speak. When you get to the truck, there's 2 security guards. They're calling they're calling the police on their CB. They were attacked. Their front right and their back left tires are blown out. They hit. Some guys were attacking and trying to blow open the back door. They got out. They fired at them. That's what you're listening to. Is they're calling on the CB. The police respond, say they'll be there in a few minutes. You know, the best they can for the 1940s police response via radio. If that's they would. I'm gonna assume they'd have a radio, right? Have to have a radio. And they're waiting there, scratching their heads, but it gives like Donatello and maybe someone else time to sneak down and peek in the back of the truck to see what's actually in there. And it's really cool because there's a lot of tech, Donatello.
Ooh.
We can do one more roll if you feel like sneaking out a little bit of side tech, or you can just take a glance.
Could I have gone? Could I have gone with him to be a curious or nosy Nancy?
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
Did we all go?
Yeah. This is where you can jump down, walk across the shadows, look in the back while those guys are still up by the front, like talking to each other, like going, I don't believe we were attacked, So.
What's the building?
What's that?
What building did they stop by? Unimportant?
Unimportant. It just
Okay.
smashed in the side of the building. It's only the truck.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, Donnie would, if it looks like it might be interesting to these guys that just did this, he wants to know what it is. So he's going to try to take a piece. Or
Can I
whatever.
assist by throwing like the leftover pizza and like my belt like down the alley to try to make a noise
Okay. Yes.
to distract a guard?
Donatello advantage 1 for, I'm assuming, some type of agility roll or some sneaky roll.
Yes. So advantage 1.
Yes, sir.
This
Mikey
works
just pulls
well
a
for me
pizza.
tonight.
Pizza out of his shell. You have no idea how it got there.
Continues to be great for me as it was.
Here's the thing.
My
Success.
agility is horrible.
Success. With a twist. They will you'll grab it, but they're going to spot you at the last second. And they're like, "Oh, they're back." And they open fire on you guys again. And they're like, "What the crap?" Whatever. And you guys get away. It's not a big deal. But they saw you for a split second, and they're going to be like,
Now we're the bad guys.
or
Yeah.
someone could talk about it, or be like, "I swore I wasn't drinking on the job," but it looked like some sort of big title, not in a trench coat, So that's the twist. But you get this piece of technology, and we'll talk with Splinter about it next week. But you're holding it in your hands. I don't see it there. It's about this big. It's about 1.5 feet tall. It's metal. It's a little metal thing that stands this tall. It's got 2 3-toed feet on the bottom. Looks like it can walk like this. And it's got this huge
I know what this is.
eyeless mouth that can look like it can chomp down
Mousetrap.
and crunch on something small.
Aw, like a mouse?
It's a mouser.
And so you guys, I think we see where the gunfire's right, and then we see the moonlight. We cut over to this next panel in the comic book. We see the moonlight. We come down. We see it coming across things, across the dead body, the foot soldier. The police are all over the investigation. I don't know if you took a sample of what one of their outfits looked like, or if that mattered to you guys. We can talk about that later. But
Mikey will draw it.
we come across, and then you're on a rooftop, and there's Mikey eating a piece of pizza, Leonardo scratching his head, Raphael is maybe smoking a cigarette, and Donatello's holding this thing up, and we see clearly that it looks like what is famed to be this little rat eater, and we turn the next page of the comic book. I mean, it's an ad for bubblegum, and our issue number 1 is over. So
X-ray specs.
X-ray specs.
X-rays.
If you save up enough bubblegum wrappers, you can mail them in for these X-ray specs at no additional cost. $2.99 shipping and handling. But yeah, and that closes out our issue number 1, guys. Well done.
Yay!
TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, series 46. And my name is Lucasgvariety. We are going to come back. We're going to be back in 2 weeks. We're going to swap out bi-weekly games with this one and another game, a steampunk game. We'll be running on Tuesdays, offsetting this one with my friend Nathan, who will be GMing, and I will actually be a player, along with my buddy Kurt and my buddy Teresa. Teresa being Fate, who also plays on this channel, who Thad knows and Adam knows, but Adam also knows Kurt, but I don't think Thad knows. And then LadyRedMoon here is
Inception.
LadyRedMoon is here going, I don't know who the hell any of these other people are, but maybe I'll find out later. So we're all We're all meshing. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Come back in 2 weeks for this game. Come back next week for Steampunk. Hope you had a good time. I'm going to pass it over for shoutros, and we're going to go right to our newest person, LadyRedMoon. Go clockwise from there as a quick shoutro, and then we're going to be all done.
I am LadyRedMoon. I'm new to this group. I'm having an awesome time so far. I do have my own Twitch channel, LadyRedMoon at Twitch TV. I'm a variety streamer. You will never know what you get on my channel, and I can make no promises. So have fun.
Mr. Adam.
I'm Adam. I play video games on a YouTube channel called HF05 Entertainment, and we do other things too, and that's the stuff.
There's a lot more to it than that, but yes, that's the quick and sleazy version. They do good stuff. Their videos are nice and short where people want to see them, and they do well. So I would definitely recommend checking both of these guys out here. But I'll jump over to Donatello.
All right. Soundwavesghost. I do some things on the internet sometimes. I play here on Sunday nights for Blades in the Dark, which is that's been the longest campaign that I've played in the last 20 years that I have been this invested in.
Yeah.
And, well, it's double. It's been the longest, and it's the one I've been the most invested in. I also run a Pendragon game on Discord right now. Starting to get that back up now that we're on the season 2 or chapter 2 of the book. And I've really enjoyed this so far. So I'm looking forward to seeing what crazy hijinks we get up to despite trying to be serious at the same time. Pass it on to Leo.
Hey, I'm Thaddeus Ex Machina, and one day every other week I get to not do anything serious and stop working. So that's this night, and I'm looking forward to doing more of these. Yep, not cool.
Nope, that's fine. Your wife is a wonderful person. All our wives and husbands are. Yep. Mine is upstairs with a baby, and she lets me still come down here. But that's why occasionally you will see me disappear, because I got to go do baby duty real quick. So I'll never make apologies for it. Well, I probably will, but I'll be like, nope, baby duty, see you in a minute, bye. Just talk to people. All right, bye. You know how to play.
Hey, we had an amazing scene without you. Like, the Blades of Dark group, he set it up. He was like, you know what? While I'm gone, go do this. We probably did more damage to his world without him around to stop us than anything else in the game. And then it didn't happen because he didn't.
No. They're still going to revolt. But anyways, that's another time. Blades in the Dark every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Scoundrels, Haunted Victorian City. You really should check it out. It's good. Anyway, I'm Lucasgvariety. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys. Come back in 2 weeks to see us again. So until then, God bless, good night, and good gaming. We'll see you all on the other side. Later, guys.